Hey y'all, welcome back to BR's Garage. I just wanted to give you guys a long form update on what the plans are for the IROC. So currently right now in it is a 5.7 liter LS1 that came out of a Corvette, as you can see by the valve body covers there. It's stock, other than it has a cam and then of course the Vortec V3 blower. So that's super nice. It's making, whenever it dynoed about 10 years ago, it was about 640 to the tire, a little over 640 actually, which is quite impressive for just, the stock, bottom end, everything like that. It doesn't even have heads. The heads aren't even ported, actually. Stock intake on it. But it's amazing what a tune can do, and it has water methanol injection. So AEM, as you can see, water methanol injection on it. So that's what's currently in it. Also, the transmission is a T56 manual 6-speed, and the rear end, I don't even know what's in it now, but it's not a very stout rear end. It's only rated for maybe 300 horsepower, and this thing's pushing 640. So that's what is currently in it right now. And then if you go over here, this is the 6.0 block. So let's see. Yeah. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, 6.0. It's upside down. 6.0 block pulled out of I believe it was an 08 GMC Yukon. So it does have the variable valve timing and then the cam timing adjust too, which we're not going to use in the rebuild. But it's a 6.0, but we bored it out, so it's now a 408 stroker, and it'll be pretty stout. We're going to build it with the complete Texas Speed rotating assembly. So I believe it's a Wiseco. I think it's a Wiseco rotating assembly. I don't know what the crank is, but I know that Wiseco is the connecting rods, which are forged, and the pistons, which I don't know if they're forged or cast, actually. So, but that's what we got going on for the rotating assembly, which should be pretty nice. It'll probably be a while before we actually start, building everything. And then over here, let me cover this up again. Over here we got precision race components, cylinder heads. So let's see if you guys can get a look here. But they're super nice. Dad has already put his springs in there, so that should be good. But they're super high flowing heads, great for race applications, which we did use these exact ones on the twin turbo Mustang that we had. So they're definitely built for the power. And then actually over here we got the camshaft, which is a custom ground comp cams camshaft. That was also derived from the Mustang. It's a new cam, same ground though. And then if we walk all the way over here, as I can show you guys the entire car, it is dirty right now, we have the 4L80 transmission, which we are going to be putting in the car. 4L80E, it's going to end up having a trans brake, and it's going to end up having a manual and automatic valve body. So that should be pretty nice. You'll be able to put it in overdrive and it'll shift for you, or you can put it in manual mode and shift it yourself. So sorry the shop is kind of disorganized right now, but we got a ton of projects going on and not a lot of room to do it. So, but we are fortunate enough to have the space we do. This is all just old stuff, and then we got a ton of parts upstairs. But he was trying to figure out what parts he already had and what he needed, so that's why all the stuff's out here. Those valve springs, forgot to show this, were Texas Speed. So I've heard good things from Texas Speed. I watch a lot of Cletus McFarland videos, and he seems to use Texas Speed quite a bit. But that is all the plans and all the updates on this IROC so far. So I'll try to keep you guys updated as best I can. It'll be a slow process, but once we start getting things rolling, it should be better. Future plans, actually. This exact engine and setup, we're going to pull it out, of course, and then we're going to put this engine in the blue C10. So if you guys actually have been watching all the videos, you guys know I love the C10. It's got a cam in it, but it's nothing too crazy. But we're gonna pull this engine out, and in hopes, we're gonna compression test it and make sure those numbers are all good. And then we're gonna pull it out, of course, compression test it, and then we're probably gonna put some new bearings in it and then freshen it up a little bit, probably clean everything. And we're gonna stick it in the C10, which is in the garage, with the same tune and everything. The tune in this thing's wicked, hence why it's still going strong after 12 years of absolute abuse. I wonder if you can see the throttle stop on this thing. But see how raw that thing is from freaking getting, you know, full throttle whacked on there. You can see it. So that's pretty exciting. That'll probably take a year or so because, you know, I got to save up a lot for that. Well, we got to finish this first is what I'm trying to say. But after we get this put in, future goals for this is put it in my truck, which is going to be absolutely stupid. And then, so that's all the goals for the car and engines and such. And then if we go over here, one more thing. This is a Ford 9-inch rear end right here. That's what we're going to put in the car. We're going to have to fab up a rear end, like 4-link, I think, which is going to be kind of tough. So I had to stop recording because it's raining outside. It's super loud. So sorry if the audio quality's bad. But this build, I'm very, like, highly considering doing because I think it would be absolutely, like, it would be a ripper. It's a 1000cc, it's technically 998cc R1 Yamaha engine. The carbs are souped up, so it's probably around 170 horsepower in this little buggy go-kart thing. So I'm kind of considering doing a build on this. Maybe me and a couple of my buddies might do it, but I kind of wanted to see your guys' input, see what you guys think. But I think this would be an absolute ripper, and it'd be super fun to drive. I just don't know how we would rig up the suspension and stuff to fit this, because I don't want the engine like bouncing all up and down on bumps and stuff. So but that is potentially another future project for the channel, bar money, of course, which is why I'm trying to, you know, make a lot of videos for you guys to keep you guys entertained, because I kind of like the, you know, home style garage build type deals, and I feel like they don't get enough love. So potentially another build idea for the channel. So as far as updates go, I think that's all I have for you guys. So I appreciate if you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for all these fun projects we got going on inside of BR's garage. Thank you guys.